All right, what is up, Sierra Project? Leo here. As you can see, I'm not Jun or Shim, but I'm going to be conducting an interview today. And this week, we have a very special guest. We have Andy, all the way from Germany. Can you please come on, Andy?
Hello.
Hey, welcome, Andy. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been half a year now, I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. We actually met at the New Jersey workshop. But before we go into that, I would like to ask if you could please introduce yourself.
Sure. As Leo said, my name is Andy. I'm from Germany. So I'm a second generation. I was born and raised in Germany. I'm half Bulgarian though. I'm 22 now. I'm studying right now here in Germany after I've done a couple of years of the European SDF. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Okay, so we'll be going into our first question. So if someone were to go to your hometown in Germany or anywhere in Germany in general, what are some things or places you would recommend to see?
So I'm from the capital in Berlin, in Germany, from Berlin. So what I always like to suggest to people is the historical, cultural background, I guess, of Germany. So that's because Germany was divided for a long time historically, but managed to get reunited. So kind of see all of the historical stuff about the wall and how people live. Because it was I guess it's a very, not such an easy time of history, but I think very worthwhile to kind of get educated about, or like to know more about how people struggled. There were families that have been divided during that time, just in like both sides of the wall, and just see what, I guess, all the historical contexts about what happened to families, what happened to the nation during that time. That's really interesting. But then, the place where I come from, it's a big city, but has a lot of parks and a lot of nature too. And food, of course, it has the best kebab in the world. It's the origin of the kebab.
Ooh, you heard it here, guys. You heard it here first. We'll hold you to that. I'll come and visit, and I'll definitely want to try it sometime.
Sure, man. I'll treat you.
Awesome. So, as we mentioned, we met at the New Jersey workshop back in December, going into the new year. And I was just wondering, how was your experience at that workshop and your whole experience with the Peace Starts With Me rally?
Yeah, it was a really good experience for me. I really came, or I guess the main reason why I came to the rally was to see each mother, to be able to support her, even just by being there. And so that was my main motivation why I wanted to be there at the rally. And then we had this workshop at the same time about the Christian roots of our faith and how your parents have inherited a lot of Christian legacy and really want to work with that. So I could relate a lot more and learn a lot more about Christianity during that whole time, the workshop and the rally and everything around it. That was really precious for me, because after the workshop I started reading the Bible more and relating more the words that your parents talk about Christianity with the Bible and how all of this relates more, and I could just spend more time thinking about it and what role it plays in my life too. And for me it was a great time to just get to know America, or the whole continent too. I think that was cool, because it wasn't my first time there, but my first time being there for a longer time. And it was a great spirit. In Europe you can have a great spirit too, but it's different. It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but there's a lot of energy in America. So that was great to experience. Chumada gave a really, really touching speech when she was there. She was crying on stage, so that was a very deep experience as well. And I think those are like the main points. There are lots of experiences, but yeah.
Awesome. And you're reading the Bible? Ooh, yeah, I am too. I'm in a Bible study with Josh Fontaine, and a few
Okay.
others.
Yeah.
Have you been getting far? Because we're reading at a pretty slow pace.
All right. I mean, I finished the New Testament kind of recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You.
I wanted to get this part done first because it's about Jesus and his life. Then I kind of started reading the Old Testament in like 100 pages into it. Yeah.
Nice.
Out of my version of the Bible has like, I think, like 600 pages of the Old Testament. So,
Nice. That's awesome. All right. Good for you. You're definitely reading faster than we are, for sure.
Yeah, it's tough to get through it. It's a lot of old language, I guess, and symbolic language.
And there's a lot of names to remember.
There's a lot of names.
Especially
It just
in the Old
breaks the
Testament.
whole lineage all the time, right? And then
Yeah. That's what other things we've been struggling with, but we're managing.
yeah.
All right. And so on to our next question, and one of our final questions. As our theme is honesty this week, what is a moment in your life when you felt like you had to be completely honest with yourself or with the people around you?
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting question, because I think for me, honesty was always like a very dominant, a very important topic in my life. Just like I think if there would be one point that my parents, for example, emphasized the most in our upbringing, it was honesty, being honest all the time. So for me, one moment I know is when I was in SDF, and it was during our witnessing condition, but we always have this one activity within the team, which we call life testimony, just sharing about your whole life and sharing that with your team members to get closer with each other. So I felt that was when I was in a team leader position, and I felt I was making the start kind of by sharing. And that was one time when I felt I had to really reflect on all the aspects that I felt were important in my life that made me who I am today, or who I was at that time, and to really share openly with my team members as well. And I knew I had to do this if I wanted them to at least be able to share this openly too. And being this open and being heard by other people, and being accepted in return, I think that can be like, it's one of the most fulfilling experiences in one's whole life, being able to have this experience of really sharing and being seen and heard by other people. So for me, that was really sharing about my life, but also sharing about the difficult moments in my life and the struggles I'd been through. And so first that meant I had to kind of look at myself and admit the things that had been kind of difficult for me, or I had done badly, or had struggled with in my life, and share them. And right now in my life, that's a lot the case too with High Noon. I guess I think you've had High Noon on your CERP project before too, or at least the topic, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been getting into High Noon too, and kind of working with the program and working on sexual integrity. And I mean, this whole topic it contains a lot of vulnerability, and just in order to make progress, I think, in that whole area, one of the key aspects is really honesty. And trying to constantly be honest with myself, with where am I at right now, what is it that I'm really struggling with, and where do I want to be at in the future? How do I want to get there? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing so openly about that question. I think that was a really good and profound answer.
Yeah.
Just one more question. So you went to SDF. How many years exactly did you do SDF?
I did 3 years of SDF.
Ooh. Would you recommend that to people?
Yes, for sure. I did the European SDF for 3 years. Right now, because of COVID-19, everything's a little bit in a mess.
Right.
But for me, there was one of so many very profound experiences I could make. In terms of my faith, but also in terms of relationship with people, in terms of who I am and want to be, how I can relate to God and to parents, or how I want to relate to God and to parents. Yeah, just a lot of points.
Awesome. Okay, now we will be going into the long-awaited lightning round. So I'm going to ask you 12 rapid-fire questions. And I'm going to be timing it on my phone. 3, 2, 1, start. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
What is the capital of Germany?
Berlin.
What superpower would you want if you could have anyone?
Heal any injury and sickness.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Favorite food?
Korean and Japanese food.
Travel back in time or to the future?
Back in time.
Number of countries you visited?
21.
Wow.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Something on your bucket list?
Marry.
Dream vacation spot?
Hawaii.
What's your best feature?
My best feature?
Yeah.
My love.
All right, there you have it. 1 minute and 5 seconds. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's hard to think on your feet sometimes, so that was a good time. All right, that is everything we have for today. Thank you so much, Andy, for coming on and being an amazing interviewee. Awesome. See you later. All right. Hello, everyone. Me again. So thank you again, Andy, for coming on. I really appreciate it. It was really good to catch up and talk to you again. So following this, we'll be going into our next interview. But before that, we'll go over to Alex's meme. So take it away.
Wow. What an incredible halftime show. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I know I did. I'm still laughing my socks off about it. But we've got an awesome second interview for you guys today. So I would like to introduce Han Phil Olgato.
Hi.
What's up, Han Phil? Good to you.
Yeah, nothing much.
Okay, so I would love to kick off this interview by just asking you, introduce yourself. How old are you? Where are you from? What's your deepest, darkest secret? I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm 21 years old and I am from Clifton, New Jersey. So I'm living in the United States, and I cannot answer that question right away because I can't recall what my deepest.
No,
I mean, my
don't worry
deepest
about
darkest secret
that.
happened. It happened, but
Oh.
it's
It is a thing. Good to know.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, you're actually best friends with my sister, so I've known you for a few years, which is crazy.
Mhm.
But I think we first met at Top Gun, right? 2017.
Yeah.
So we can start off. I want to ask you. So you have been to Top Gun. You've gone there 2 times. What would you say is your like best memory, like best experience you've had there?
2018.
Hmm.
Performing in front of True Mother, like all of USA, I think. Do you like Luke-san? He's the one who made the choreography for it. It was very
Gucci?
cringy, to be honest. Yeah,
Mm.
Gucci-san. But I mean, we call him Luke-san. But
Yeah.
anyways, it was very cringy. But because it was for True Mother, I decided to just push it all aside and just do the dance. Just because,
Hey.
like, I saw how really just her. I feel like I could just feel her love just exploding through her smile.
Right.
So I felt really happy to do it. And like we were on the stage, like where you would do Changyan in the hall. So we were there in, performing in front of True Mother. So I feel
Right.
like that's definitely what I'll not forget the most.
So talk us through that emotion a little bit. What were you feeling when you were actually performing?
I mean, I was nervous because like when I'm being put in front of, like, even though I'm not the center of attention, I feel like I'm going to forget something and look like an idiot. So I was just like, don't forget the steps. I was kind of just playing it in my head. I'm like, okay, we do the dab, we do this, and we whatever on your face. Make sure you're looking straight at your mother. We walk up stage. That's it. That's about it. Yeah.
Right. Looking straight at her and then get yourself out of there.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 2017, we got to go to the front. We were doing the Wujogon dance. And I know the story that everyone likes to say, but True Mother was looking right at me. And I started crying when I was dancing. So what about now? All right, so it's been like 2 years since then. What have you been doing now?
Well, just last summer, I went to Ocean Challenge. I was kind of like weighing the options, go to Champion again, or try Ocean Challenge. I never gave it much thought before, but I don't know what made my determination. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. But I guess because I wanted to do something new and completely out of my comfort zone, so that's why I decided to do it. And yeah, just that was the most memorable thing. I just started from last year and just going to school and then this pandemic. But yeah.
So you got to go through Ocean Challenge.
Mhm.
What was Ocean Challenge like?
It was like a mixture of emotions. Like I was super happy at times, but also like I was super sad. And like because while I was on that workshop, my brother was going for like 1 month, not necessarily deployment, but I guess pre-deployment in the Navy. So like that's the first time I haven't seen him. Like I couldn't contact him at all. There's no Wi-Fi in the boat. I was like, I can't text you, and he's like, there's no Wi-Fi out there, which means like older sister. So in Tagalog, and I was just like, really? And I was a little like, I felt sad because of that, but because I really wanted to like know how he was doing. So like that was kind of on my mind and my heart throughout the workshop, but I wanted to enjoy myself there. I didn't want to be like gloomy and bummed out, but like yeah, that was part of it. But the times I really treasured, they were like little nuggets of gold for me, were the times like where we couldn't really catch much fish, but it was like I could always have time to reflect. So that was my time where I can build my relationship with God. And I was like, prayer was, I felt, have not been so, it has not worked
Not
so
involved.
better than I thought it before.
Right.
Yeah, it was like really, I was just like, what? Before I was just like, prayer, I don't feel like it can happen instantly.
Right.
But in a sense there, it was just like, it felt like a miracle. And I'm just like, at times I felt so emotionally like off the charts. I'm just like, I don't know how to handle this. I wanted to cry. I wanted to laugh. I'm like, I don't know how to feel right now.
Okay, how long did it take for you to actually be able to pray? Because I know that's something that's pretty hard for a lot of people.
So I kind of feel like it just came more natural to do it at times, especially like when I wasn't catching fish that I wanted, I guess. So I was like, please Like, Heavenly Parents, can I please catch a king salmon just once? Like, I just want one king salmon.
Did you get the king salmon?
I did not catch it on my fishing rod, but while trolling, I did.
Wait, well, what?
Trolling. You attach a rod to the back of the stern of the boat, just the back of the boat, and
Okay.
it just kind of like gets pulled along while like your boat is moving,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just sets off by a hook.
Isn't that
You
how
just
they
have to
catch
pull it.
tuna? That's like a rod used for tuna as well, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I've
That's
seen a
all I
video
know.
of father with like this massive rod attached to the back of the boat and they were catching tuna. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think so. I believe me. I don't know everything about it,
Yeah.
but
I don't know anything. What's the biggest fish you ended up catching?
50-pound halibut.
Bruh. Bruh.
By myself
Like, that's bigger than you.
at
50-pound
200
halibut.
feet. About 200 feet.
Dang. Wow.
It kept going back and forth. Honestly,
Well-
it was the most tiring moment of my life.
If anybody is in, where Jersey you said you lived?
Yes.
Yeah, if anybody's in the Jersey area and you need a professional fisherman who can catch you a 50-pound halibut, here you go. Right there, she's ready. So you said your brother was on the Navy at the time, right?
Mhm.
So would you say you're close with your brother?
Definitely. I think even before he left for boot camp to go to the Navy, we've been close because we're only 2 years apart.
Right.
And yeah, he's always there for me to talk to. Like literally, I can tell when he's not listening to me, but I just really need someone to talk to. So he's just there, but like, yeah.
It's like what I do half the time I listen to my sister. I just let her vent. It's great. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have for the interview. So thank you for doing that. We've got the fanciest, most daring, challenging round coming up. The lightning round. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, give me a nice guess. How are you going to do?
As best as I can, I guess.
Oh, come on. Be some confidence here. Are you going to win
Sure, I'm
first
gonna
place?
do really great.
There
I'm
we
gonna-
go. That's the
Perfect.
confidence I wanted. All right, we've got 12 questions on the board. I've got a timer going. As soon as I press start, you're getting the question answered quick as possible. And remember, the theme is honesty. So don't lie. All right. Questions are coming in 3, 2, 1. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Favorite number?
4.
Favorite childhood TV show?
Barb. No. What's that name? I can't think of it. I know one. But
Say something!
Bratz and Barbie. Something like-
Would you accept a hug from Voldemort?
No.
Would you rather cuddle with a penguin or baby panda?
Baby panda.
Fastest speed you've ever driven a car?
80.
Would you want to live forever?
No.
Say good day, mate, in an Australian accent.
Good day, mate.
What's your ideal temperature?
Like 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Have you ever tasted soap?
Yes.
Climb a mountain or go skydiving?
Climb a mountain.
Do you put milk or cereal first?
Cereal.
Okay. You're sane at least. How do you think you did?
Okay, I guess. Except for I definitely blanked.
You definitely played on the TV show.
I have no idea.
You said
Barbie just the first
Barbie!
thing-
You should have just left it with Barbie. Your time would have been cut in half. All right,
Yeah,
give me
I
an
don't
give me an estimate. What do you think on the millisecond? What was your time?
know. 38 seconds.
Oh, well, you got the 8 right.
Hmm?
Your time is 58.64 seconds. I think that leaves you in like bottom half of the table. But it was a great effort, so thank you very much. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you for coming on. Truly appreciate it. You're a superstar. So yeah, see ya.
Yay.
So that's all we have time for, everybody. So let's thank our awesome interview guests, and we're going to get right back into it. So see you later. Enjoy your week. And remember, be honest. Bye.